My favorite is when Gary, and granted, Gary worked for my dad when Gary wasn't in jail. That's when he worked for my dad. And these are my people. Don't hate. Yeah, and because we're almost genius. Where we come from, we're almost genius. It's always just so close. But
that's closer than a lot of people.
That's true. That's true. That's part of my point is that respect the almost in the genius. And so he would work on my dad's rental property. My dad had our rental property, and so Gary worked on those still. Well, one day, Gary showed up with this van, and he's telling us about it. He bought this van at a pawn shop. Okay, well, that's not weird in North Carolina. I'm sorry. Where I come from, you're my people. Oh my goodness, we just bonded. That's what happened just then. We bonded. Because then you know the deal. You can walk in a pawn shop and walk out with like a vehicle for like $2. It's amazing. And when it breaks down, you just leave it where it broke down and just walk away and go get another one. And so Gary had bought this van. Believe it or not, it was prone to vehicular malfunction on occasion.
Go figure.
Yeah, and for instance, one time the brake lights went out, and so here's what Gary did, almost genius. He spray painted the word "stop" on the back of the van. It almost makes sense, It's like it almost makes sense. If you see him coming, just best pull over, stop, let him pass, and everybody's just safer that way. And another time I was riding in it, and I was like, Gary, what's this under my feet? And I was sitting on the love seat in the back that he put there. And I said, what's this under my feet? And he said, oh, that's the gas tank. And I go, I thought the gas tank, and I was a little kid, and I said, I thought the gas tank was like not in here with us, inside, indoors. And he said, well, no, my gas gauge broke. And I thought, as a kid, I remember thinking, well, that doesn't make much sense at all. Like, that's no good explanation whatsoever. Why is the gas tank indoors with us? Well, the gas gauge broke. And his reasoning was, which almost makes sense, is that way he could just reach back and feel what gas is in there. If the gauge didn't work, I just think that's
high quality driving. It's all about touch.
Well, the best part about the van, though, before it was dead, is what a van, an intrusion of plastics that separates the driver and the passenger. It's just that intrusion. That's the engine. No, that's the engine. It's covered. The engine comes in. Mere plastic separate you from a combustible engine. I don't know if that's smart, but it's there nonetheless. Well, one day his accelerator cable broke, which is connected to the accelerator pedal. I'm no mechanic by any stretch of the imagination, but as I understand it, it goes and disappears into the floor and then does stuff, and it comes out near this thing. It's attached to the accelerator arm. So when you step on that thing, the one on the right, and it pulls the arm, and then gasoline goes in the engine, combustion happens, and the thing goes forward or backwards, depending on which letter you have it on, all that good stuff. And so this cable had broken, and so what Gary did, it's almost genius. This part is almost genius. He drilled a hole in the engine cover through the plastic, and then he tied a rope to the accelerator arm and ran it out the hole, and then there's your gas right there. You just right? What? North Carolina, you know what I'm talking about. This does not stop there. He then cut a slit down from the hole and tied knots at different speed increments. Cruise control. It's like, oh, you want 40? That's not number 3. That's it right here.
That's what I'm going to name it.
Thank goodness on the back of the van it says stop, so everybody's okay. No, everybody's going to get out of that alive, but. So that's where I come from, and that's why you wouldn't invite me to my house, because I might modify your furnishings or.
I can't believe that's the way it is.
It's true. It's all true. It's all true. Here's what I love about a night like this, though, is that we can come from so many diverse places, be so different as people, and then we feel this commonality among us. I mean, I don't know about you. I walked in this room and it was like, man, this is going to be a good night, just because of the thing that binds us together. And even, man, I'm telling you now, I'm already excited about what's coming at the end of the night when we hear how much food wound up coming in this place. It's going to blow your mind. It's so exciting.
I took a walk around outside before the show, and I was like overwhelmed by like people double handing bags of food. It was insane. I got a little teary-eyed.
I was going to say, you were sensitive.
I'm emotional.
Probably teared up. I could see that coming. Yeah, see that coming. Yep. So it's beautiful just to be together like this and to make a difference, you know, to have it not just be about us getting together and having a great night singing to God, but what we would do would affect the city that you guys live in and that we're in the middle of this evening. To me, what that's just like, I hate to do this, but it feels like so much of the time our faith doesn't cost us much. You know what I mean? It just feels like here in America, being a Christian does not cause us to have a lot of sacrifice, and it feels almost like a van you paid like $2 for. You know, that you could walk away from it at any moment. And you've tried to modify it, and it feels like you're pulling on so many strings to make it fit with what you have in your head as the ideas that what God is and who He wants to be. And then you have a moment like a night like this. My prayer is that we have a moment together tonight where we see beyond where we've been seeing, see something bigger and grander, to see the story that God has for us to participate in. And when we get a glimpse of that, we cannot help but turn outward and want to affect in a physical, real way the lives of the people we live among. So I can't wait. I'm already wound up about what's coming as far as what you guys have been able to do tonight to help the city of Charlotte. It's going to be amazing. So anyway, we'll get back to singing.